Hello Decabooters, my name is Hells from Hells Nicholas Decaboot, and today we are on the Wannie Line or Wansbeck Line, which runs from Scots Gap in Northumberland. Usually about 6 miles round, but today we're going to do a short diversion to Rothley Castle, just back there. Takes us to about 9.5 miles. Let's go.
Our journey begins on the Wannie Line Trail, a quiet path that follows the trackbed of the old Wansbeck Railway. Opened in 1862, the line once carried passengers, coal and livestock across rural Northumberland, linking small farming villages with Newcastle and beyond. From above, the railway's sweeping embankments are still clear, even though the trains are long gone. Under the morning's cloudy skies, the trail feels hushed and reflective, in contrast with the steam locomotives that once rattled through this now peaceful countryside.
The Wannie Line is a recognised trail signposted by the National Trust, like this. Interestingly, most of them direct you round anti-clockwise, but today we're going to do it backwards, some might say, anti-clockwise, because you've got Rothley Castle and then it's all downhill for the last couple of miles, but you can do it either way. By the 1870s, the Wannie Line had become a modest but vital artery, especially once it linked to the Rothbury branch. Charles Parsons, inventor of the steam turbine, even had his own private halt here. Yet like so many rural lines, its fortunes faded as cars and lorries took over. Passenger services stopped in 1952 and goods traffic limped on until 1966. Today, nature has reclaimed the track. Wildflowers brighten its edges, birds nest in the trees, and only walkers trace its course. But from above, the line's shape across the land is unmistakable, a quiet monument to Victorian ambitions.
follow the trail, Northumberland's farming tradition is on full display. Along the way you'll pass sheep grazing the fields, while cattle wander slowly through pasture. In summer, the land is alive with activity. Tractors work steadily across the meadows, cutting and baling hay into neat golden rolls. From above it resembles a living patchwork, fields of green, gold and stubble stitched together by hedgerows and stone walls. The trains may be gone, but the rhythm of rural life continues. The land here still works hard, sustaining both the people and the traditions that define this country. Halfway along the route, the remains of High Hartington limekilns rise near the path, another nod to the industrial age. In the 19th century, these kilns burned limestone with coal to produce quicklime, used to improve soils and for mortar in building. The railway kept them supplied with fuel and carried the lime away, making this a little hive of industry. It's hard to imagine now, but once the air here would have been filled with smoke, heat and labour. From the sky, the triangular stone arches still cut an impressive figure, practical, functional, yet oddly beautiful amidst the rolling countryside.
From High Hartington, the trail dips through a gate into Delf Plantation, a cool woodland following the line of Delf Burn. Here the mood shifts. the open countryside gives way to dappled light beneath a thick canopy of graceful beech, scattered ash and pines, their leaves whispering in the breeze. The sound of running water replaces the hush of the fields, and for a few moments the path feels like a secret passage through the trees and moss. Then, emerging from the plantation, the trail returns to farmland, reconnecting with the wide open sweep of the Wannie Line under the summer sky. Short diversion leads to Rothley Crags, a rugged sandstone outcrop rising sharply from the landscape and home to an ancient hill fort at its summit. Nearby stands Rothley Castle, a folly built in the 18th century for Sir Walter Blackett. Designed to impress rather than defend, it was meant to complete the view from nearby Wallington Hall. From the air, its battlements look convincingly medieval, though in truth, it's never seen a battle, unless you count keeping the sheep out. Together, the crags, fort and castle form a dramatic scene, natural rock, ramparts and architectural imagination, a highlight of the Northumberland landscape. You join me at the high point of today's walk in every sense. We're here on top of Rothley Castle, which you can climb, which is on top of Rothley Crags, which, if you're brave, you can climb. We walked up today. But it's the high point in the area, and that means there are panoramic views in every direction. Amazing. So it's all downhill from here back to Scots Gap. Let's go.
Rejoining the trail back towards Scots Gap, the sky is clear and sunlight pours across the landscape. The shifting light transforms everything. Hay bales shine like scattered coins and newly planted trees dot the field. The Wannie Line stretches ahead, guiding us home through farmland and quite reminders of its railway past. It's gentle close to the journey, leaving behind the drama of Rothley. Today's Wannie Line and Rothley walk is not just a path through countryside, but a dramatic passage through history, nature and enduring Northumbrian character.